Gravida2, Para 1, planning to have another water birth at home. The 36 weeks blood results just came back and the hemoglobin levels are at 104 grams per litre and the ferritin levels are currently at 11 micrograms per litre. The following is a demonstration of the conversation that Tara and her midwife might have regarding these results and what they mean in terms of her plans of having a water birth at home.
Hi Tara, how are you? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Just getting tired now and having lots more sleeps in the day. And yeah, otherwise pretty good.
Awesome. How's baby doing?
Yeah, moving lots still and very active. Yeah.
Oh gosh, very good. Well, the reason I've come here today, Tara, is to discuss your results from your last blood test.
Okay.
Your hemoglobin level came back at 104 grams per litre.
Mm-hmm.
This is still within the normal range, but it's on the low end of the normal range.
Okay.
And your ferritin, which is your iron, has come back as 11 micrograms per litre. This is quite low. The normal range is between 20 and 250 micrograms per litre. So that will explain why you're feeling quite tired. You know, iron plays a massive part in your energy, and that it's not surprising that you're feeling quite tired now.
Yeah.
However, this is actually quite normal. In your third trimester, your baby's needs are increasing because your baby is preparing itself for the process of labour and birth, and also for the first few months of its life.
Yeah.
So to take all the nutrients it needs, it means it's going to deplete your stores. So it's important that we need to bring those levels up to regain your energy and prepare yourself as well to go through the process of labour and birth and to maintain that energy level.
Yeah.
And it is kind of a bit of a concern, and we want to boost those levels just because we don't want you to get your hemoglobin to get below the 100 grams per litre mark, because that will put you into the anemia category, which impacts on your bleeding. For labour, it can increase your risk of having a big bleed, and this might affect the way that we might go about your birth plan, which is what I want to discuss with you today.
Okay.
Another impact that these results might have is your ability to replace the blood that you will lose as well postpartum. You know, you need the iron to produce the hemoglobin and to replace that blood that you're inevitably going to lose. I'm not saying you are definitely going to have a massive bleed, but there is that possibility there.
Is there any way that I can increase my iron stores?
Definitely. Your diet will play a big part in your iron levels. So try and eat as much as you can of lean red meats, chicken, well cooked fish, dark green vegetables such as broccoli, courgettes, fortified cereals like Weet-Bix and things like that. They all have high levels.
Okay.
You can have eggs, like boiled eggs. Just make sure that the yolk's not runny. Peas like chickpeas, lentils, beans, nuts, seeds, soy, dry fruits. All of those types of things have a really good iron content that will just help to build your stores. You do need to make sure that you're having a lot of vitamin C as well, because this will maximise your opportunity to build your stores.
Yeah.
Another thing that we can do is I can prescribe you a tablet called Ferrigrad, and it's got folic acid in it, specifically for a pregnant woman.
Okay.
It has a really high iron content in it, so you just have the best opportunity to absorb that iron really well. To take this, you can take it 1 or 2 tablets a day. If you want to take 2, maybe take 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Or but also always take 1 at night time, 2 hours after dinner.
Yeah.
On an empty stomach with a large glass of juice, so you've got that vitamin C. Not things like just juice or anything that have a high sugar content, but maybe an organic orange juice would be good.
Yeah.
So you're just really getting that vitamin C to maximise your absorption.
Cool.
Avoid taking it with caffeinated drinks such as tea and coffee, with any sort of calcium sources like milk, and any really high fibre foods, because all of these things have been proven to inhibit the absorption of iron.
Oh, okay. I'm just a little bit worried because I heard that it can give you quite bad constipation.
It can do if you're not taking in enough water, because you really need to keep the fluids up to keep everything moving as it should. So because of your current results, I just need to discuss with you the possibility of moving your birth to a primary birthing unit. I'm not saying that you can't have your water birth, it just might be safer for both you and baby if we move it to somewhere such as birth care. Have you heard of birth care?
Yeah, I think I had a friend that birthed there, but I haven't been there.
Okay, it's in the Domain in Auckland. It's really lovely. It's they've got these lovely big pools in the birthing rooms. It's easy to get to and things, and it takes away the hospital sense, so that you're not in hospital but you're not at home, but it's in the middle, you know.
Okay.
So it might be beneficial for you to go and have a look. It's just I want to prepare for all situations. Like, as I said, there is no definite, you know, possibility that you're going to bleed, but that possibility is still there, and I want to make sure that we get the best outcome for you and baby.
Yeah.
And with these units, it's just we might have all the better facilities to deal with it if it does occur.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard about having a little injection in your leg to deliver a placenta?
Maybe.
Some women, and this is something that we could do if you did happen to bleed, is give you a little injection in your thigh, and what it does is it helps to make your uterus constrict and clamp down,
Yeah.
and your blood vessels constrict as well, so it stops the bleeding and it helps the placenta to come away and be delivered quite easily. And this really does help to stem the bleeding. Is that something that you think you'd be open to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it has to be that way, then yeah.
I won't do
Trust you.
it. I don't want to do it if it's not necessary. But do you feel that you trust me to make that judgment call if I feel that it's necessary?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you give it to me in the water?
No. What we would do is we'd ask you to hop out of the pool and get you all nice and settled onto the bed. Pop baby up onto your chest so you're nice and settled, and we'll give you the injection out of the water.
Okay.
Is that alright with you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds better. Yeah.
Okay, and I've got a brochure for you as well on that, so you can read up about it and have all the information that you need. Okay?
No, that's good.
Right.
So does that mean you just think I won't be able to have a home birth or a birth at home?
Not necessarily. At the moment you're 36 weeks. Next week, at 37 weeks, you'll be considered term.
Okay.
And so you could go into labour, you know, from then you'd be considered full term.
Yeah.
And in that time, we won't have enough time to boost your iron and your hemoglobin enough for it to become safe. And so if you don't go into labour before 40 weeks, we could do another blood test to see which levels are at, and if they've risen to a really good point, then we could reconsider and reassess, and you could very well have your water birth at home.
Okay.
But I think that we do need to really take into consideration that if you do go into labour before 40 weeks, that it may be safest for us to do it at a primary birthing unit.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, that's cool. I'll just make sure I'm really good at taking these supplements.
Yeah, just keep track. Maybe have a certain time at night that you'll take it, and just so that you can keep track of the clock and things.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well I've got the brochures here for you so that you can take these home and discuss everything with Sam.
Okay.
And then if you have any questions, just jot them down. And since I'm seeing you weekly now, you can ask me questions next week.
Okay, that sounds good.
So I've got a brochure here for healthy eating, so that'll go more in depth about the iron-rich foods that we discussed.
Okay.
This one's here is your birth choices.
Mm-hmm.
So in case you decide maybe you won't have a water birth, or if you do, it just has more information about it.
Okay.
This one here is about the injection I talked about in your leg.
Okay.
So I think it's really important that you read through all of that to make a really good informed choice. And here's the brochure for birth care. It's got the address, their facilities, everything that they offer, and also their touring time, so you and Sam can go and have a look if you like.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah.
Okay, well I'll write down your prescription for these tablets, and they are subsidised, so only $3 from your chemist.
Oh, that's awesome.
Alright,
That's really cool.
you got any more questions?
No, that's good. Everything seems,
Okay, well I'll see you next week.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, see you.
Bye.